Yo, YouTube, we back with another video. I said we back with another video, you feel me? Like, comment, and subscribe. Today, you feel me? Today we got transform my empty room into my dream room. We be using dream rooms. We building dream rooms soon. I'm definitely gonna have to make one. Hey, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Get me to 1,000. Get my watch time up. That way I can start getting paid. Feel me? But besides that, yeah, stay tuned. Anyways, let's get into the video.
Current gaming room setup, and although it's really nice, it's at my mom's house. I'm turning 20 in less than 3 months and need to move out. So I went and bought my own house, picked out the
Nah, that's crazy. But hey, he got motion. Hey, bought his own house, bought his whole setup and everything. Going stupid.
perfect room and decided to build my dream gaming room. So as you can see, this room has definitely seen better days. The walls look disgusting, aren't even the same color, and the carpet is
That's crazy work.
Completely pulling up. So let's do something about that. I drove over to my local Home Depot and looked through all the different options of paint colors and decided on white and black. I then picked out some tile, bought a bunch of materials, and after working pretty dang hard for about 4 days straight, it's looking much better in here. So now that all the room renovations
Nah, that definitely looks way better. Nah, he snapped with that.
out of the way, we can finally begin building the actual setup. I really wanted to avoid building the exact same setup room I already had and wanted a completely new look. So I used a Steam game to design the layout, and after spending a couple hours
Bro, what is this Steam game, bro? I gotta get this Steam game because everybody uses this Steam game to build a setup.
Perfecting the model, this is what I came up with. So let's bring it to life by starting with the setup wall. For just being wooden panels, these things are heavy. Holy, dude, these are fresh. Well, time to cover this entire wall with these things. Oh, I didn't even think of that. So already ran into our first problem. So from the ceiling to the baseboard is 92 inches long, and each panel is 94 inches long, which means I'm gonna have to cut 2 inches off of each panel, and there's 12 of them.
Why is everyone spiraling over
That's not even too crazy.
YouTube banning ad blockers? Like, chill guys, just use Pi. It's a free Chrome extension and
Total.
On YouTube, why you got this where people just skip over ads? No, they need to watch these ads, you feel me? Hey, y'all, once I get ads, y'all watch my ads, please. But, what you call it? Let's get back into the video. All you really gotta do is cut them. It's not too crazy.
Nothing can ever go perfect with building these dang rooms. After further looking at these panels, I realized they have this weird felt material on the back, and I'm not exactly sure how to cut something like that, and I definitely don't want to ruin these things considering I spent almost $2 grand for all of them. So I'm gonna send them off to have them
$2 grand is crazy work.
Professionally cut by someone that actually knows what they're doing. It's now a couple days later and the panels are finally cut and ready to be put on the wall, and I am so excited for this. The installation for these things were actually a little more complex than I was expecting because I had to make more cuts for the outlet to show, but after a few hours I was able to get the entire wall covered up. Dude, this actually looks so
Ah, that's tough. That look like Duke Dennis room, low key.
good. Oh my gosh. So I am going for a completely new look when it comes to building this setup because I don't want to just create the exact same setup but in a new place. But I will be keeping these same drawers and tabletop because they just look so good. Now let's do the most dreadful part, and that's
Nah, that's real. Nah, the desks do look decent.
putting it together. Oh, and I almost forgot. Play my theme music.
Bro, playing that Home Depot music is crazy work, chat.
Well, that somehow took almost over an hour. Screwing those stupid drawers blindly
8 hours, crazy work.
into the tabletop is the most obnoxious thing in the world. But after finally getting things situated and adding an LED strip on the back of the desk, it was time to put up the thing I had been dreading the most. This giant wax shelf from IKEA. Last time I put one of these things up, I crashed out like 5 different times because I kept mounting it completely crooked, so we're gonna try our absolute hardest to avoid that this time. I also really need to make sure I get it first try because I don't want to put unnecessary holes all over these wooden panels and completely ruin the project. So please, wish me luck.
If he was up, that's another $2 grand you gonna have to spend if you mess up.
really big fan of how this turned out so far, but as you can see in this corner here, I ended up having to move this little shelf a little to the right, which leaves this weird gap. And I'm not exactly sure what to put right here yet, so I'm gonna do a little surfing on Amazon and I'll figure it out. So after searching through Amazon and dropping a couple $100 more on decoration, it was now time for the part I've been anticipating most. Okay, time to bring in the giant PC. I forget how heavy this thing is every time.
Lord, that PC is big. Pause. Yo, chat, I need another PC, bro. Finna reach out to a company, tell them, let me sponsor, I put it on YouTube, you feel me? I need a new PC, bro. Hey, put down below who I should email and let them know to send me a new PC.
Geez, this thing already looks great in the setup and we don't even have anything plugged in yet. So before I
Nah, the setup looks tough already.
was using a stacked monitor layout with one vertical on the side, but I had just found it really obnoxious to try and edit and snap my neck up top to try and edit on the top one. So I'm taking a different approach this time that I am really excited for. Bang, dude, that already looks good. So this secondary monitor was also supposed to be an OLED, but I did run into some technical difficulties with trying to get the monitor mount onto the monitor, which made for a really frustrating time. So I'm gonna just end up replacing it with my old 32-inch curved monitor, but this will most likely just toss up a Spotify display or hold my editing files, so I'm really not too worried about it. This layout is actually looking so sick already.
Oh, that's tough with the curve monitor, the curve. Pause. The really watch it for real. Now this.
And the best part is, I'm not even done. As I had just said, I used to have a 3-monitor layout, and I simply cannot do it without 3 monitors. So the third one I'll be using is this tiny Arzopa monitor that I'm gonna place right under my main monitor. Now, snapping my head down at this monitor probably isn't much better than how I used to snap it up, but it's okay. It looks good. For the mouse pad, I'm using this really sick Naruto pad from High Ground because I'm literally the biggest Naruto fan in the world, and this thing
I ain't no Naruto fan, but nah, this mouse pad, I gotta get it. I wonder how much it costs though, chat.
is just so
Hey, put it down in the comments. Everything, how much it costs. Go search it up. Let me know.
clean. It also matches the black and white color scheme I'm going for perfectly throughout this setup. For the keyboard, I'm using the High Ground Silent Opal, and I literally have like over 30 keyboards, but I just can't get away from this thing because it sounds so good. And then pretty typical for the mouse, just a good old G Pro Superlight. My main goal for this setup is this Coral Kibble.
That's a good G Pro Superlight. Dang, I need the G Pro Superlight. Oh, that's the one I got right now. Crazy.
To be the only visible cord. I want this setup to look Bluetooth. So now that we have all the peripherals laid out here, I want to fill in this gap with my streaming gear. Now, of course, as you can see, the main color scheme is black and white, and don't get me wrong, I love that. But it just looks a little bland. So I know just the thing to fix that. Some good old lighting. In all my gaming setups, I've always felt behind my monitors just look so dang dark, and these can really help fix that issue. So let's see what it looks like in this beautiful setup. Okay, we got both lights put on the monitor.
Dang, nah, this setup is crazy word. Nah, chat, this setup is crazy. What type of camera he using for the webcam? That's what, nah, see, it's either the camera I want, another camera, or a PC. Those are the two things I'm getting next, bro.
Monitors, now it's time to see what they look like. Okay, it looks cool. It doesn't look $180 cool though. Well, that was anticlimactic. So I'm gonna put up some lights that I know for a fact will deliver, and I know exactly what they look like, and that's my go-to Govee glides. I came up with a concept to use them in a V formation like this. So let's see what that idea looks like brought to life.
Oh snap, these lights look low-key tough though.
Okay, I actually got that done much faster than I thought, but now it's time for the moment of truth to see what it looks like turned on. Dude, I'm actually so excited to see this. Yo! Dude, that is so sick.
Nah, that's tough with the lights going like this. Nah, that's tough with the. Bro, this whole setup, but it costs so much. And he got the screen there and a good camera, bro. If I had something like this, bro, this would be so tough.
Oh my gosh! Now all that's left to put in the setup is this useless PlayStation 5 to the side. I really don't use.
Bro just got a PS5 just sitting there useless. Like, bro, just give the PS5 to me.
this thing, so it is a nice decoration and it does go with the black and white color scheme. So after getting everything in the setup all plugged in, I felt really exhausted.
Bro, that be blowing me, bro. Y'all got a PS5 just sitting there, not even using it, bro.
From having such a long day, so I laid down in my temporary bed for the night, which carried us into the next day. It is now day 3 of building our dream gaming room, and today is decoration day. The setup looks
Decoration day, okay.
pretty awesome so far, but it's definitely lacking in the decoration aspect
Where that gaming chair at, though?
and just looks pretty bland still. So let's start by filling up the shelf.
Okay. Nah, this tough.
The thing I spoke of earlier on in this video to fill this corner finally arrived today. So I'm just gonna set it in the corner here and it can have a little bit of hangover, but I know just the thing to make it look even better. If a space looks too bland, the best way to fix it is just add some lighting. So I got this really cool corner lamp from Govee that I'm just gonna set behind the plant, which will help to give this really cool glow effect. And now moving in this
He definitely filled in that spot perfectly. Nah, that's crazy. Nah, this setup is tough, and the way everything, drawers right there, easy access, screen, bro, this is a good setup to screen with, bro.
This chair from And a Seat officially completes the gaming setup wall. And I know, the cable management looks absolutely atrocious.
Nah, the cable management do look a little bogus.
But I promise you, that is not the final look of this. It's a trust the process type of moment. So as I had explained
Hey, trust the process, you feel me? Trust the process, chat.
earlier on in this video, I'm putting things on this shelf to keep me organized, such as my cameras, my lenses, just anything camera related. And boom, looks much.
Nah, that's crazy work. Computer, everything, camera lens, bro. Bro, wait until I get this, bro. Literally living life, bro.
Much better and way more organized. Now for a little while, I wasn't too sure what I was gonna put here because I definitely didn't.
Does he have a hard drive connected to his PC, or what is that down there? The little orange thing.
Didn't want to leave it blank, but since I did struggle to fall asleep last night because I was on the floor, I ended up one night shipping this really cool calendar, and I think it's gonna look great.
I ain't gonna lie, he definitely designed his room. Tough. This is a build I would do.
Yes, dude, that looks exactly how I wanted it to. Oh my gosh, it's so clean. Now to just fill this tiny little gap up top, and what better way to personalize a room than putting your freaking name on it?
Nah, he going hard with this room. And then he got the blackout curtains, no light.
Perfect. Now all that's left to do is plug this in here and let there be light. Dude, that looks so good. I might like this corner a little more than the actual setup. So the original plan in my 3D model was actually for a TV and a stand to go right here, but the dimensions of this room were a little different than I planned on. So we're just gonna shift that over a little bit to be right here instead. I had gotten this really cool stand that the TV's going on from Target, and the reason I went with this one is because it has these shelving units, which allows me to add even more personalizations such as my favorite keyboards,
Okay, keyboard,
Funko Pops, or things I just
right in front of the door like that.
Value and want to show off in general. Well, now it's time to get this thing built. So play my theme music.
Okay, play his theme music, chat. Let him cook.
I ended up getting this thing built pretty dang quick, and it wasn't that hard at all. Now I'm just gonna scoot it up against the wall and get the TV up on here. I had bought this 55-inch one from TCL, and with this little stand being 60 inches, it should fit perfectly nice with a little room on the sides. Now, to perfectly fill this little spot on the side, Best Buy had just recently sent me a brand new Xbox for a TikTok, which is...
That's crazy. Bro just got a brand new Xbox, just like that.
It's gonna go right here, and now gives me a cool little TV and console setup whenever I have friends over. Now,
bro got a little Xbox X just sitting like that, bro. Y'all don't know, bro.
As I had previously talked about,
what I would do if I had this setup, I'd definitely be using that, bro.
this stand has a cool shelving system, and I know just the thing I'm gonna put in every single one of them. One of my biggest prized possessions is my keyboard collection, especially ones that really represent things I like. So that's what I filled this shelf up with. I truly am the biggest high ground glazer. Now to finish this section of the room off, I'm gonna lay this Naruto rug right in front of the stand. So this room is now...
Bro, see, I'm not into Naruto or anything, but I can envision myself just changing those little aspects, probably like a car, Hellcat, something like that, bro. Be so tough, bro. Mercedes Benz, more laid back, classy vibe.
Halfway filled up with everything it needs, but it's missing something really important. In my previous office, I had a little beanbag that I just relax on when I was sick of working at my setup, but this is the upgraded version, and I need something better than a beanbag. So I bought a couch. Now I just need to figure out how I'm gonna squeeze this giant thing through this tiny little hallway all by myself. After further evaluation, this couch literally cannot fit through this doorway without me taking these door hinges off. So this is gonna be a little more of a struggle than I thought it would be. My gosh, that was a whole lot harder than
Hey, at least he can work out. Nah, fam, at least he ain't too lazy.
I was expecting. This couch looks really nice since it's a white piece on a black wall, but I really need something to cover my awful paint job up with. And the best way to fix that is with some nice looking Etsy posters. I've always loved like a hypebeast type look.
Yeah, nah, posters always make everything look better.
So I went with these really cool Nike posters. I think it's gonna look sick above the couch.
Alright, I'm finna skip to the end because I don't want to see the posters. It's lame. He had another.
I'm a little nervous and scared because you have to mount this to the ceiling, and I've never mounted anything to a ceiling before. So I need to make sure I do this correctly so my whole ceiling doesn't come crashing down. Drilling holes into the ceiling felt every type of wrong, but after a quick installation, I was very pleased with the outcome.
Snap. He got a little movie theater like the board thing coming out.
That is literally freaking perfect. This is something I've genuinely always wanted in my room because it allows me to get really cool shots like this when filming product videos, which is a really big help with my TikToks and just makes me look more professional. In case I ever get tired of just having a blank wallpaper right here though, I have the perfect backup plan. More Nike posters. And so you don't have to sit through another montage of me hanging up posters. I'm a really big fan of how both these posters turned out. It does kind of suck though because on this one here, it is on top of my light switch. So it does hang off the wall a little funky compared to the other ones. But now that we completed this wall, we can get back to filling this gap and this gap with this disgustingly large rope light. Okay.
Some of it is disgusting, like, bro, the fact that you have all this money to do all of this is crazy.
I'm finally done hanging this thing up, and the original plan was for this to squiggle all the way around these posters as well, and for what I thought was a never-ending rope of LEDs, I actually ran out. But I really don't want to leave this gap.
Chad, how many subscribers do you have? He only has 126K subscribers. Hey, he got a lot though, 126K? That's a lot of subscribers. Hey, I'm finna hit 1K. He got 225 more.
Up here because I personally think that would look really funky. So luckily I found a new box of Nanoleafs laying around, and after setting them up and setting the color, this whole corner of my room looks amazing. This setup room is just about fully completed now, but it's missing one last thing, and it's the part I've been dreading most: cable management. In my last setup, I used this little net that was held up by command strips and ended up falling off in like 30 minutes. So this time around, I went with something more on the heavy duty side that can actually screw into the desk. After getting them connected to the desk, I then stuffed as many cables in them as I could, which ended up looking amazing, not leaving a cable in sight. This actually looks
Alright, this setup looks tough, chat. What y'all rate this setup right here? I give it a... Only thing is, like, I'm not a Naruto fan, so I give it like a 9.
so good. It might be the best cable management I've ever done. But that'll just about do it for this gaming room setup. I'm insanely proud of what I was able to build. Looking back,
Hey, that was tough. Hey, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, I'll see y'all later. Hey, peace out.